Hey followers, I hope you missed me, and today we want to talk again about the topic, why did we even saw this pump, right? And what is my thoughts on the market right now? Is the market reversing right now? This will be a short video, and as well where I think where we can be sure where the market is reversed or not. So let's go into the market. So first of all, we want to talk about the news which is coming out today. We don't see much actually today. We see Philly Fed Manufacturing Index, then the unemployment claims coming out, and FOMC member Brian is speaking. So nothing special, but as well I still think that, but maybe I come to that later, where we see the shifts in the market right now, right? And if I think the bottom is already in or not. Yeah, very interesting topic here, because maybe you see that here Yellen warned that the default would cause irreparable damage to the US economy, the livelihoods of US citizens, and the stability of global finance system. In the past, the prospect of an impending payment default had really consequences. So if they don't put up the limit, higher up the limit, they could come into a big trouble. And as well, you see that the, where is it? I think it's here where they said that's not the first time where they put the limit up, but as well, yeah, you see that here. After that, the government is no longer allowed to take loans. It will probably run out of money at the beginning of June. And this could be really, really interesting what they're gonna do, and maybe we will find that out today or tomorrow. So let's come to the pump, and first you see that here we are here right now, and then you see how often we already raised the limit, which is here on red. And then here we see one theory what caused the pump in the market, right? In orange, you see all the BUSD coins which caused or which spanned into the market, right? You see everything pumped up here in BUSD, but USD and USDT went down in the moment when the pump came, and then just when we went above 19,000, then USD and USDT pumped up as well. So as you see, I think the Bitcoin price right now is pushing up due to BUSD, and this is interesting. So it could caused by Binance, but obviously you don't even know. We have another chart, the GBTC, discount and premium, and you see before we saw the pump, we saw a rally up on the discount, so we went further up, which is as well unusual if we see that before the Bitcoin prices actually going up. So it could caused as well by GBTC, by DCG, and yeah, this is a good question as well, if DCG was buying up the Bitcoin, but as well here on the perpetuals we see that BUSD was buying a lot. So there are two facts, but of course we never know what's the reason and what's not the reason. Yeah, so right now, if we're talking about bottom in, bottom not, we see exactly the same time when we bottomed the last times, right? Exactly the same time. But now, what do I think? Is this the bottom or is it not? And you all times have to think about it. For myself, I don't think it's the bottom, right? For myself, I'm still outside, and I don't think we have the bottom, and we will rally up in the end of the year. But it's my personal perspective, right? And I think as well that over 60% right now thinking the same, that this is not the bottom. And and we all know that the most people in the market are all times wrong. And the problem right now, I'm on the side as well where the most people are. So because we all times, or the market all times move the unexpected, right? The unexpected will move the market, and the unexpected is also working every time. So it might happen that the market is going up from here on already, and we are in the bull market already. But on my personal preferences, on my personal thought, I don't think so that we have it, because as well we still have the problems with Genesis and DCG, which still could come out. I will make a video about that on the weekend. The whole DCG Genesis problem and all the risks and what could we expect from there. Yeah, but I still think the economy is really bad, and we never been in a recession before, so we cannot compare this bear market with the other bear markets before. But as well, you see this bear market, we bottomed to 77% from the top, and on the others we had 84-85%. So yeah, bit different. So let's talk about the charts. And yeah, you see here everything worked out fine. Unfortunately, DXY didn't touch our zone here, unfortunately, with the dump to the downside. So I still think maybe we see a little coming up to 103 and then coming down again. I still think that we're gonna touch this level here. But yeah, S&P worked fine. We came above. We didn't touch our zone here as well, but as I said, if we closing above the trend line and coming down into it, then we will see the rush to the downside. It worked. Nasdaq worked even better. As you see here, I had my line that we go into that gap into that and then going down. Check my previous videos, and BTC as well went into the zone here, and from here we tested it and then going down as well. But still, actually, I'm still not happy about how the market is going, and that's why I want to tell you, if we see a close below this level here, then I think we can further think more about a bear market again and going lower to this lows again and then maybe new lows. But here I still don't think, because if I'm shorting this right now, it could happen that I'm shorting the correction of the long trade, of someone's long trade. So I would be really careful with the situation right now. And there's still the possibility that we going to 24,000 here, 23,600. And yeah, that's what I think about the market. And as well, when do I realize the market is not anymore in a bear market, we are in a bull market? I think this will be just happen if we see some changes in the economy, if we see some money is flowing into risk assets, then I could argue, okay, we are coming back into the bull market, but right now we don't have it. So yeah, if the market is going up right now, I'm not holding much right now. My investments into crypto from last year to this point now is very less. So I'm still waiting for the market is going down to buy the dips. This is what I'm doing right now. Every time the market is going down, I'm buying the dips. But I would accumulate even more in less portions. So 14,000, 13,500 when we below there, when I think, okay, we are now nearly on the levels where the market shouldn't go lower anymore. Yeah, if we checking ETH still in the scenario where it could go up still to this buy side liquidity, and I hope it does, because I would like that we taking out this level. But if we see close below 1,406, then as well I think that we go for lower levels. Coming back to BTC once, we see that we took out the FTX high, so this is where we've been before the FTX crash happened. So yeah, we just took it out, and this was kind of obvious that we're taking out this one, this big liquidity void. We have to take that out, like this falling knife. Actually, we have to take this out, but now we have this on the other side. We have to take this out as well, and then I guess we are even. But before we close this one, it could happen that we close a little bit on this gap as well. Yeah, this to BTC, and I think everything else was running perfectly. BNB short on the weekly order block, as mentioned on the latest videos, worked perfect. ADA was perfect running as well. If we're checking VHR, this is one of the losers, I would say, because it didn't work out well. I was predicting not that the market go up that high. But yeah, Solana was working great. Quant was perfectly. Look at Quant. If we're checking the 4 hours, perfectly on the monthly order block. As well, Matic was perfectly. If we're checking here as well, the 4 hours, I said we can come down from there. Yeah, everything else was running really smooth. If we're checking here these levels, we touched as well the higher upper band on BTC, and ETH touched it as well. So every level is touched, and now the next targets are around 1,400 on ETH, and on BTC it is at 18,000 and 19,600. So yeah, that's to my analysis. I hope you liked it, and again, if you have another questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. And as well, there will be a link down below, or actually 2 links. One link is where you can enter the weekly newsletter. So I will send out every Sunday a newsletter about all my charts, my thoughts, and then you have directly my entry points and my stop points on your view. And as well, there will be a link to our broker exchange bidget, and if you sign up there, you have the chance to get a bonus of $8,000. So this time, have a great week, and we're gonna hear us later again. Bye.